High above us, in the seemingly infinite darkness where stars gleam like distant jewels, floats a peculiar kind of relic. It is not a natural constellation, but a constellation born of human ambition, innovation, and sometimes neglect. These are the countless fragments of space junk, remnants of rockets, satellites, tools, and other artifacts that have become an unintentional legacy of our ventures beyond Earth. This silent cloud of debris is one of the least visible yet most profound markers of human activity. Unlike ancient ruins buried deep beneath layers of Earth, these remnants drift endlessly in a hostile environment, a frozen, sunlit graveyard suspended between our planet and the cosmos. They are physical traces of our dreams and daring, the scattered shards of an extraordinary journey that began only a few decades ago, yet has forever altered the space around our fragile world. Each fragment tells a story of scientific breakthrough, of geopolitical competition, of tragedy, and of humanity's unyielding urge to explore the unknown. The space age began in the Cold War crucible of the late 1950s, a period of intense rivalry and rapid technological progress. When the Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1 in October 1957, the world's first artificial satellite, it was a small metal sphere with a simple radio transmitter no larger than a basketball. Yet this unassuming object fundamentally changed our understanding of Earth and our place in the cosmos. Sputnik's beeping signal was the first echo of humanity's technological voice beyond the atmosphere, a voice that would grow louder, more complex, and more frequent over the ensuing decades. In the race that followed, rockets became larger, more powerful, and more numerous. Satellites were launched not only for scientific inquiry, but for military surveillance, communications, weather forecasting, and navigation. Each mission contributed to a growing population of spacecraft circling the Earth, but also to an expanding cloud of debris. Rocket stages, once their fuel spent, were discarded, left to orbit helplessly. Satellites that ceased operation became derelict objects, drifting silently. Even astronauts, during spacewalks, occasionally lost tools or equipment, which then floated away, added to this orbital junkyard. No one anticipated just how quickly this debris would accumulate, or the long-term consequences it would have. Yet today, this debris field tells the story of humanity's first tentative steps beyond our planet, a story inscribed not in stone, but in orbiting metal fragments. Orbital debris is both vast and varied. From entire defunct satellites larger than buses to microscopic flecks of paint, the diversity of debris reflects the complexity of human space activity. The velocity of these objects is staggering, at orbital speeds exceeding 28,000 kilometers per hour. Even the smallest piece of debris packs a tremendous punch. Imagine a tiny shard of metal, no larger than a grain of sand, traveling fast enough to slice through the hull of a spacecraft, endangering the lives of astronauts or the operation of vital satellites. Currently, space agencies around the world track over 34,000 pieces of debris larger than 10 centimeters. But experts estimate that millions of smaller fragments, too small to track yet equally dangerous, swarm in orbit. These unseen projectiles add an invisible risk to every space mission. This orbiting cloud is not static. It shifts and moves like a restless sea. Its composition reflects decades of launches, accidents, and natural decay. Understanding the physics of these objects, how they move, collide, and break apart, is an ongoing scientific challenge that blends orbital mechanics, materials science, and computer modeling. The complexity and danger of this debris field have transformed Earth's orbit into one of the most congested and hazardous environments known to humanity. When we think of archaeology, we often picture dusty excavation sites or ancient ruins half buried beneath earth and sand. But space archaeology is different. Here, the artifacts lie not beneath but above us, drifting silently, preserved in the vacuum and cold of space. Each piece of space junk is a relic, a fragment of human endeavor frozen in orbit. Some are monuments to early achievement, like Vanguard 1, launched in 1958 and still orbiting Earth, making it the oldest human-made object in space. Though silent now, its presence is a beacon of the optimism and curiosity that characterized the dawn of space exploration. Other objects carry stories of risk and loss. The leather glove lost by astronaut Ed White during America's first spacewalk in 1965 drifts endlessly, a haunting reminder of the human touch in a vast and indifferent void. Even the broken remnants of defunct satellites from the Cold War tell tales of political rivalry and technological rivalry. Each fragment, whether from Soviet or American craft, is a page in the complicated story of humanity's ventures beyond Earth. Unlike terrestrial relics that fade or crumble, these artifacts endure in a harsh but preservative environment. The lack of atmosphere means no rust, no erosion by wind or water, and only slow deterioration from cosmic radiation and micrometeorite impacts. Space archaeology challenges us to develop new methods of excavation, not with shovels, but with telescopes, radar, and increasingly sophisticated sensors and tracking systems. It asks us to piece together our cosmic past from fragments orbiting thousands of kilometers above the ground. Yet, these floating relics are not merely remnants of history. They have become a pressing hazard, threatening the future of space exploration. In 1978, NASA scientist Donald Kessler warned of a potential chain reaction, a scenario now known as the Kessler syndrome. If two large objects collided in orbit, they could generate thousands of new fragments, each capable of triggering further collisions. The result would be a runaway cascade of debris, rendering certain orbits so dangerous as to be unusable. This chilling prediction is no longer theoretical. In 2007, China's destruction of a defunct satellite with an anti-satellite missile created more than 3,000 pieces of trackable debris, increasing the risk to all spacecraft. In 2009, a collision between an inactive Russian satellite and an American Iridium communications satellite generated thousands of additional fragments. Since then, space agencies and private companies must perform regular collision avoidance maneuvers, altering satellite orbits to dodge dangerous fragments. The Kessler syndrome looms as an existential challenge for humanity's future in space. Without urgent intervention, the debris cloud could grow to the point where launching and operating satellites, the backbone of modern communication, weather forecasting, GPS, and scientific research, becomes prohibitively risky. In response, scientists and engineers worldwide have launched ambitious efforts to tackle this problem. From robotic space tugs designed to capture and deorbit large debris, to laser systems aimed at nudging tiny fragments into safer trajectories, the technologies proposed are as innovative as they are varied. One concept uses nets or harpoons to snag debris, while others envision deploying specialized satellites that can attach to derelict spacecraft and guide them back to Earth's atmosphere, where they burn harmlessly. However, technological challenges are only part of the puzzle. Orbital debris is a global problem requiring global cooperation. The vast majority of debris originates from a handful of nations, yet all humanity shares the risk. International agreements, like the Outer Space Treaty, set general principles, but concrete regulations and enforcement mechanisms are limited. Questions also arise about space heritage. Some relics are historical artifacts, worthy of preservation as monuments to human achievement. Should these be exempt from cleanup efforts? How do we balance safety with respect for history?